Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol BTCS. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and just makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. And at this point in time, essentially makes mapping out an overall summary of the past couple of days' price action pretty straightforward. So if you say, Clay, look, summarize the price action over the past few days, I would say pump and dump on thin ice. Now, I'm not saying pump and dump in the sense of this company is being run out of some bunker in North Korea, because I know nothing about the company. I am making that statement based solely on how the price has acted. And my definition of a pump and dump is that a price makes a really nice move, and then within a relatively short amount of time, the price goes back to where it started. So let's first just define where this all started. And for me, it all started when it broke outside of this channel right here at, what was that? The 10-cent mark, 0.105. So 10.5 cents was my starting point, and you just go back through the start or through the history of the chart, and you can see right there, 10.5 cents rejected the price, rejected the price. So that was definitely the thorn in the side of the bulls. So where did it start? Again, started when it broke right there. So let's go through the definition. Price makes a really nice move. Well, it started right there, and then the price went all the way up there. I'm thinking we can all agree that that was a very nice move. Second part, within a relatively short amount of time, considering this all happened in just a time frame of a couple of days, I'm thinking we can all assume that, yeah, this was relatively a short amount of time. Price goes back to where it started, or in some cases lower. Now, this is where the thin ice comes into play, because to be fair to the bulls, let's call the thin ice point here at 10.5 cents. The bulls could do what they've been doing, just walking along this thin ice point, and then all of a sudden, if the price starts to head back up, well, again, in the spirit of being fair, that would give you a set of lows right here. The previous set would be down there. If you picture these as stair steps, well, hey, you have stair steps progressing in the upwards direction. However, if the price continues to walk along the thin ice, but then the thin ice point does not hold, so they're walking along, does not hold, and then the price starts to separate to the downside, what would you have at that point in time? You would literally have the price right back inside of this range that it just broke out from. Again, going back, not exactly a sign of true strength, and that would be why I would call it a pump and dump, because the price has literally gone right back to where it all started. But again, to be fair, that has not happened yet. 10.5 cents is doing a good job of holding strong. So going forward, if you haven't connected those dots, 10.5 cents, definitely a very, very important level of support. So let's see if the bulls can continue to stay up above it or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now, and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.